Hey, howdy. We're with the woman today and we're getting a back and bicep day in. Nothing more to it other than that, really. And then let me see, I got shoulders tomorrow because I can't hit triceps for like the next week or two. Not heavy, at least. I'll do like movements where like I'm doing like light like overhead holds and stuff, but it's mainly just to stretch out my triceps because, like I said before, one of my gym guys says he has a friend who has the exact same thing as me. Over time, he didn't care about what the doctor said and he couldn't train for like 3 months, and I don't want that to happen, you know. So but other than that, I have nothing more to say. I'll see you guys in the gym. Alright, so you're going to see set 1 here, and then the next video you'll see set 3. You'll just see a little bit of a difference between going a little heavy on the weight and then kind of going a little light, getting more of like focus on the traps, which is what you want to do mainly on this exercise. But it just really depends on how far you flare out your elbows. And for me personally, it's kind of hard to retract my shoulder blades going like flaring out my elbows higher if I go with a heavier weight. So this one will hit more lats, but you're also going to be hitting mid-back and traps when you do it, just because your elbows aren't flared out as much. But always the same thing is train heavy and intense. And then here you'll see it's a little bit different because you'll see that I'm going a little bit lighter and my elbows are definitely more flared out and up. Now you're going to see we're going to be focusing a lot on lats now. I like to do just normal kind of body weight pull-ups first because I like to challenge myself more with the body weight pull-ups because I'm not super good at pull-ups yet. But then afterwards I like to do a drop set and add assisted pull-ups, which just makes it a lot easier and I'm able to contract my back a lot more. But with this grip, you'll see I'm just going a little bit wider. I'm going to be focusing more on lats. And with this grip, we're going to be doing just chin-ups now, which consist of just doing it like a... You'll include more bicep when you do these if you don't have straps or anything, but it's just a really good movement to hit your lower lats as well. I think when you're doing more kind of pull-ups, you're hitting kind of the mid-upper lats, and when you do chin-ups, you're able to dig deeper into the lower lats. Now we're going to be focusing on the upper traps, not rolling our shoulders, just going straight up and down. Make sure we're controlled on one side and the other. But make sure you're not leaning too far when you're doing these single arm one at a time because you'll hit a lot more obliques. And we're just trying to hit just our traps. But since we needed more weight than we needed, you know, I like to make sure I'm not going too heavy on traps. So like anything over 3 plates is a little excessive because I think it's just a lot of, you know, tension more on like your joints and whatnot. So that's why I like doing single arm now. But if you have something to hold on to the side or in front of you, that's a lot better. So I'd recommend actually just going, you know, a little bit like further towards the side that you're doing it on. But overall, it's just a great move for the upper traps. So this is a new movement. It's also kind of a crazy camera angle that you guys get to see. I know I'm not even charging you guys for this, which is crazy. But this is going to be hitting the lower traps. So not the mid or upper, but the lower, which sits right above where, you know, your kind of traps end. But mainly just dig your shoulder blades in to your back and make sure you're going in a Y motion. Make sure you're using light weights with this because, I mean, it's such a weird kind of movement to use. And if you're not retracting your shoulder blades, you're not going to get the full movement and the full emphasis of what you really want to squeeze. So, and also the way I did it, the neutral grip versus this grip now I'm doing, there's not much of a difference, but honestly, with lighter weights, that grip feels a little bit more comfy. Now we're just going to be focusing on doing some brachialis and bicep work, so we're going to be working on rope curls. This movement is just really good to get the squeeze and the good stretch at the bottom. Make sure you control the weight up and down. And this is just, like I said, the brachialis, so it's going to help you hit with that top part of the forearm right there. Now we're going to be focusing on the biceps mainly, but you're also going to be hitting brachialis with this too. This first set, I wanted to see what I can do by doing kind of half reps, just getting that squeeze part. So this one, you're not really going to get the full stretch. You'll see it in my second set on the next video. You'll see how we get the full stretch, but this is really just to get it the good stretch and do a little bit more weight on. And so it's just a little bit more fun when you see that weight go up, but just make sure you get a really good squeeze at the top. Now you'll see the only difference on this one mainly is just we're just going to get a deeper stretch at the bottom. Just have a little bit more tension on the bottom part. But, you know, same squeeze and everything, just a little bit lighter weight as well. Look at the vein. See it? Or flex. Look good, baby. We're done. She pushed herself today. I'm very proud of her. She did very good on the biceps, especially. She was doing her strong woman stuff. But, so. That's weird. So, overall today, it was a pretty good day in the gym. I got an okay pump. The pump didn't look the best in my opinion, but we still were in there pushing ourselves. But overall, can't complain about anything. We got our electrolyte packets. The one I get, you get them from Costco. You get a 30 pack. They're pretty big, so you make sure you have like a damn near full bottle of water. But they're liquid IV, raspberry lemonade, sugar-free packs. Make sure you're getting the sugar-free ones because sugar, it will cause inflammation, and that's more injury-prone stuff. So, you know, you're kind of contradicting yourself when you want to get sugary electrolytes, because then you're kind of just effing yourself up when you're trying to recover. And this is what electrolytes is for. It's just for recovery. So that's mainly it. That's all for today. But going back to my recovery stuff real quick. Take creatine, take your vitamins, drink some electrolytes. That's really all you need. I mean, unless you want to take some super vitamins or some super supplements, then that will definitely help you recover, but you might get side effects from those. But that's it for today. Goodbye.